Some people piss into much cleaner water than others will ever drink.
You've probably inadvertently made hundreds, if not thousands of people decide whether to fart or to hold it, simply by walking in their vicinity.
Good health is the very slowest way to die.
A semicolon is larger than a colon.
Texting is kind of like a step backwards, because instead of calling and talking to someone, you write them a letter.
Lisa Simpson plays the saxophone very well for a girl with only 4 fingers on each hand.
Using your microwave to soften overly frozen ice cream from your freezer is perhaps the greatest example of decadent civilization.
The sun has orbited the Milky Way only 20 times.
Somewhere in the world lies a rock that has never been touched by a living creature.
Getting old takes years of practice.
Feeling old is when others' nostalgia feels recent.
A migrant worker in Qatar may have a story that inspires the sequel to 12 Years a Slave.
A ton of recipes passed down from one generation to the next must have got ruined at some point because one family member was bad at cooking.
Earth is a human prison and we're stuck in here for life.
Break a taco enough and you'll have a full serving of nachos.
A chicken is an egg's way to make more eggs.
Cats and dogs must go crazy eating the same flavor and type of food every day.
There is probably more humans eaten by other humans every year than humans eaten by shark every year.
At some point quite recently, we all decided that kitchen aprons don't need to be a thing anymore.
Now for a quick break, stay tuned for more shower thoughts. The World Cup is an event designed to deeply disappoint billions of people every 4 years.
The 2 biggest countries in the world are mostly frozen tundra.
Facial recognition software can ID you in a crowd, and yet the cameras on self-checkouts fear that an old person might be too young to buy alcohol.
A belt holds a pair of pants up, but the loops hold the belt up.
Everything we eat was alive at one point.
A lonely person may be the most powerful type of person, as they are unburdened by the limits thrust upon them by others.
Toys have different connotations depending on whether they're made for children or adults.
People who view the glass as half empty should try using a smaller glass.
Everyone wants to work smarter, not harder, but sometimes one can only afford to work harder, not smarter.
Paraphernalia is the most complicated word bad cops know.
You can't tell the difference between a cat not learning or not caring.
I'm Bob Jeffy.
And I'm Lorelei Stewart. Thanks for listening, and we'll be back tomorrow with more shower thoughts. Bye for now.
If you like this podcast, check out our other podcast, Daily Dad Jokes. It'll make you laugh and groan. Just search for Daily Dad Jokes in your podcast app or check the show notes page for links. This podcast was produced by Classic Studios. Please see the show notes page for source credits.